and welcome back to the channel. My name is the Steak Bake and welcome to Steak's Simple Survival. This is episode 2. In the last episode we destroyed the entire village that was behind us, but now all that's left is this tree, and we moved lots of villagers and it was very stressful, and I hope I don't have to do that again today because it was hell. Today's plan is that we're actually going to build a house. Now, although I did build whatever the heck that is over there at the end of last episode, it was just a joke. It was because I'd ran out of time. You know what? It's not the worst dirt hut that's ever existed. However, obviously, I'm not going to make this our house. There's a few things that we need to do today. One of the first things is that we need to go mining. I don't know where I'm going to set up my mine, but I'd like to set up like a permanent mine. We got loads of stairs from the village destruction, so we don't actually need that much stuff. However, I do have a plan for it. I do have a plan for the house, and it involves a stone cutter, and initially it involves building something fairly boring looking. However, that is the whole point. The build will adapt and grow as we go through the series. We're going to build it somewhere around here. I think it's going to look a little bit dull at the first episode, and then episode 3 is where it really suddenly adapts into the reason why I built it in this way. You'll understand while I'm building it. Let's go find somewhere to mine first. Maybe we'll go caving in some of these. I think they're dripstone caves. I'm happy to go and look in a few of those. We'll get some iron. We need some iron tools because we did definitely run out of iron in the last episode, and I need it to make the stone cutter. So first things first, let's go mining. It is the point of the game. Like, it's literally called Minecraft. I can make a diamond pickaxe. Is it worth doing that now? It's probably worth doing that now. So the first diamond pickaxe of the series. And there it is. We've done it. And that's all my diamonds used. So let's hope we don't break it anytime soon. We still are yet to die, which is good. Hopefully I won't die in this whole episode, and we can see how long we go without dying. It's not hardcore, but it is hard difficulty. Hardcore is one of those things where when it was really popular, it was a good idea to do. But now it just means that your series ends earlier, doesn't it really? I don't want this series to end already. The people that have like 4 years of hardcore on their server, fair play to them. Well, we found iron almost straight away as soon as we walked into the cave. Let's go. And there's where the bees are coming from. There's the beehive. There's also a ruined portal up here, which I did spot on the mega map. It's a decent amount of obsidian, but there is a lot of lava there. We get some obsidian anyway. Any of these useful? I mean, we don't actually have boots right now, so let's take the boots. Here's the cave I want to get in, not the dripstone. Ah! Tip number 1 for caving in a dripstone cave: don't fall to your death and get impaled on a stalagmite. Which one is it? That might be how we die if we do. Hello, creeper. Oh man. You know what? We might actually need some of this. Right. Oh, hello. Ow. Oh, I might die here. They do a lot of damage. Bloomin' heck. Nah, sir. You have to come and fight me properly. There we go. That's how you swish him. I swished him good. I should probably make a shield. Let's pick up some of this coal as well. Ow! Jesus. Sniper over there. There he is. Ow. Right, I cannot get hit again. Jesus. They do so much damage on hard, it's ridiculous. And let's set up some kind of furnace or something to get some of this iron smelted. I'm gonna need that shield, judging by how quickly I took damage just then. Like, that's genuinely quite terrifying. It was one skeleton, like. Right, that is all I need for now. Shield is a catapult with an iron ingot in it. Perfect. A few more bits of coal to pick up around here. Right, it is beginning to brighten up, so that is our first night that we've actually gone all the way through without sleeping. And I think that's night 26, so it has taken us some time to get this far. More coal. We are going to be sorted for coal for a bit, but there is one rule of Minecraft that I always follow. That is that you can never have too much coal. Right, I must admit I would have liked more iron than 18. However, it's a good start. Right, where have you come from? And you? Have you walked over? I'm going to have to watch the replay mod of where those came from. There were no villagers. I promise you there were no villagers left. It's the nitwit as well. That's the nitwit. You mother. There's another one. He's a farmer. He's walked over. He's definitely walked over. You are kidding me. And what have I caught with the bee? Is that the cat? Has the cat walked over as well? How have you walked all the way over it? That's like 200 blocks. Would have thought it'd have been out of my simulation distance, to be honest. I mean, we do get the friend. What should we call the cat, guys? Am I going to have to put you over there and then lock you in houses? Is that what's going to have to happen? It's a good job I didn't get rid, which I was going to. I didn't get rid of the canal. Thank you. Nitwit didn't cause me trouble for once. Let me in the boat. Oh, of course you're back in the water. Of course. I was having a good day. Everything was fine. We'd done some mining. We killed some mobs. We'd not died. We got to level 12. And now the horse and the villager combination. I'm just done with villagers. They're not going to be involved in this series at all. I haven't even explored this village that much. It annoyed me so much in the last episode. I genuinely haven't been and looked around this side of the village. I haven't got any of the stuff. There might be a stone car in here, actually. There is. There's a free stone car. All this me mining iron, and I can just get a stone car from here. Why are you all in with the pigs? Out you come. I mean, you look pretty happy in there. I mean, he says as they all immediately sprint out. This guy loves it. Oh, there's more than... There's like 6 of you in here. Why are you all in here? Oh, dear. Guys, you can leave the pig pen. These two just making out in the pig pen. I mean, you guys do you. I feel like I'm interrupting. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell. Come on. Back you go. Back to the water. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I think you could be the perfect nitwit if you just stayed in your village, even though that doesn't rhyme. But overall it did rhyme. See what I did there? You can stay here though, Golem. You can stay here. I've dubbed you Gary. Do you like the name Gary, buddy? Look at me if you like the name Gary. Oh, he specifically looked away from me. Maybe he doesn't like Gary. Graham. Oh, he likes Graham. He likes Graham. Nice to meet you, Graham. Right, that took about as much time as it took me to move the villagers in the first place. I believe they are all now trapped in a building or in a hole or somewhere where the mobs can't kill them. That's all I'm willing to do as well. I'm not willing to go any further with these guys. I'm fed up with them now. It's genuinely taken me hours of my life just moving villagers around just for them to wander back over. My God. Guys, they're actually gone. There's actually just, no more villagers. It's so peaceful and calming, and there's no... First question of today, then. Now that we have sorted the villager problem, and it was a problem, where are we going to build our mine? I kind of don't want it, right at the house, and I'm kind of thinking I do want it in the side of a hill. Right here is where I'm thinking our mine will go. I think that's a good start. I think that's a good place. I want to make it look like there's stuff outside. I want there to be mine carts outside. I want there to be a frame or a structure to the mine. I don't just want it to just... Pig, do you mind? I'm trying to record a clip here, pig. Do you mind? So for now it will just be a mine. I'm not going to make it look too pretty right now, but I will in the future. So for now, let's just start cutting into the initial hillside. Well, best laid plans. We have found a huge cave, like a massive cave. We're going to have to move this mine. It's going to have to be lower down, I think. And let's head back and sleep. And we'll sleep on it in the morning. I'm always a little bit nervous of being in the dark, although the golem seems to be having fun. Get him. Oh, I don't have my shield out. I pressed my shield then. Oh my god. This is a bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Right, I also need to heal up my golem. Golem needs a healing. Whoa. Whoa, you blend into the grass. Why do you blend into the grass? That's not fair. Ah, Enderman. Ah! 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 There's so many mobs. I didn't think there'd be this many mobs. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oh my god. You did so much damage. Right, you're dead. Did you kill the golem? No, he's there. I need to save him. I need to save the golem. They're all camping my bed. Maybe I should have lit up the area. Oh, this is going to be a mob slaying night. This is what we're here for. Battles. Yes. Right, you're dead. Come on. Come at me, bro. Right, you're dead. You know what? I'm actually doing quite well here. That's a bit close to my chest for my liking. Don't you dare. Oh. Ah! I don't want to get in the boat. Whoa, I nearly died because I got in the boat. Right. You may not rest now. There are monsters in the boat. But it's an Enderman. He's fine. I mean, it is nearly morning. We have nearly made it. I think he might have died. I'm going to be really sad. I'm going to be really sad if he's died. I don't see him anywhere, and I see a bunch of mobs where he was. Golem? Are you there? I don't think he is, guys. I don't think he is. No! No! No. The flowers. We will rebuild him. I promise. We will rebuild him with the iron that he just dropped. Aww. Now I needed that pumpkin from episode 1 now. I'm actually really sad. He was so loyal. He was just protecting the area. I just wanted to get back and sleep. Let's all just take a minute and a moment of silence for the mighty iron golem that protected this village, or what was a village, for nearly 30 days of Minecraft. We will miss you, bro. Anyway, back to work. Get rid of this nasty little hut. Wasn't even a very good joke. Right. Sentimentality barrel can just kind of chill around here. We'll put the remains of our golem friend in the barrel. Anything else sentimental so far? I don't think so. We will pick up sentimental items. Oh, I know. The original wooden pickaxe as well we'll put in there. What I might also do is put one of these bells to signify that we took down the village. Let's see what kind of bricks we have with these. So cobblestone is normal. Diorite. Okay, there's quite a few diorite options. Ooh. Well, I like that. That's quite nice. It is time for me to get a little bit more kitted up. The leather has probably served its purpose now. Chest piece most important right now. Get some legs on there as well. Bang and bang. Lovely. Slightly more kitted out. I look slightly more like I've played this game for like 30 days now. Yes, I still don't have a house, but I look better, okay? Progress! Right, we've got a little bit of stone, so now we can test the stone car. There we go. That's better. Ooh. Those are quite nice, and actually, that is the kind of vibe that we are going for. Like, that looks quite cool. It's very plain and grey, but that is very deliberate. The build I have in mind will start off life looking very plain and will adapt over time. It's not going to be one of those builds that just instantly looks incredible. I have plans for it, guys, okay? I've got plans, I promise. And my plans probably include this block now because it looks quite nice. Right, another day. Another day of me forgetting what I'm doing and not doing anything properly. I am going to start by filling in where we're going to build the first house, which is going to be roughly here. That is that area mostly flattened. We just need to do the old bucket and water trick to get rid of all these bushes. Splishy, splashy, sploshy. Right, we have some kind of a space for us to kind of lay out the first building. Start to get the potato crops going. And that's all the potatoes. Might as well plant some wheat, get the seedy achievement. Perfect. Right, I have done a little bit of prep with the general shape of the build that we're going to be doing. And I actually need to do some pretty major things to this area over here. Firstly, we need to raise it all by 1 block, which means I need a butt ton of dirt. And also we need to do the same to the other side across the river. Then I need loads and loads of stone, like more stone than I realized I was going to be needing. Like, I didn't really think that this is supposed to be a star base, really. We also need to lower this river down by 1 block of water, which that sounds like a terrible idea. Like, I've got the bucket and we can do that, but it's going to be a lot of work, and it's going to be one of those jobs that's just really annoying to do, especially at this stage of the game when we don't have sponges, we don't have anything like that. Let's go over and talk about what we need to do, and also talk about what the actual plan is. So here is where there will be a bridge and also a dam. Very, very small dam. It's just going to kind of angle it into this narrower section of the river here. And the reason for that is because here I want a water mill. That's the plan. That's the first part of building this base, is that I'm going to be building a water mill, which includes, you know, a big water wheel. It's going to be a British water mill, so they have the quite large, tall, narrow buildings, which will be erected around about here once the river work has done. So this kind of area will be more of a canal than a river, like it'll be walled on both sides. The water will kind of trickle down from a higher point over here into the lower point of the river here, and then it will just brush underneath the water wheel and make it look like the water wheel is supposed to be spinning. So that's what we need to do. So here will be the actual build, and for that I need a fairly decent amount of stone. A mine is the next thing on the list. That's basically what I'm saying. We need to go mining. Been thinking about this for a couple of days on how we can get the water flowing into this section without having to lower all the water. Now that I don't think we can use this as a mine, maybe we have the water trickle down into here and have a sort of dammed off section and have this like pool too higher. That kind of makes sense. And then we wouldn't have to lower the water level of any here. You just have a dam here, which would pour out this way, and then a dam here which would pour out this way, and potentially we could do something with this way as well at some point. Maybe that's a little bit more realistic. So then we'll have this kind of man-made stream down here into this area, and then this would be 2 extra high with water. That's my thinking, but it means that we're not going to use this as our mine shaft today. We're going to have to go and find somewhere different. If the mill is going to be here, it wouldn't be too much of an ask to have the mine over here, would it really? So I think right here, actually, if we went into it kind of here, decorated the area around here so it's a bit more pathed and filled with things that would be outside of a mine eventually. I think that's a good idea. I think that'll look good, and I think we're also going to go at a bit of an angle. I think that's going to look quite good, actually. We're trying to make things look good at all times. We're not trying to rush on ahead and complete the game and fight the Ender Dragon immediately. Excavating an area like this is absolutely not a problem for us because we do need the stone. So the more we do of this, actually, the better. Although that's a nice shape for like a cave angle, I think maybe we need to go down a little bit as well. Don't really want dirt hanging down, because I think if it was dirt it would collapse in theory, like if this was an actual mine. I know it's not an actual mine, it's not actually going to collapse. If an actual mine was here, it would have stone roofs, or at the very least to be propped up. It is called a beam. There's just logs on top of each other. Okay, strip them and then we pick them back up again. So we want to do this. Okay, so it does make 2. So spruce beam. Now You see what it means? It just looks slightly rounded at the edges. I think we're likely to use these throughout the build. I think they look really good, certainly compared to if you just placed stripped logs or something, or just normal logs. Like, so we'll probably use them in the build, and I certainly think they would go better on there as well. One of my friends, Salty BFM, made a really, really nice looking mine entrance on a content creator server that we were part of. And I think that's the kind of thing I want to go for, but on a smaller scale. His was like really, really big. I'm taking inspiration from his ideas, I think. That seems like a waste, but this is the kind of builder that I am, that I'm going to place a block because 1 pixel of it is showing. Like, that seems like a waste. And I know some people are like, oh, what a waste of a block, especially when you just had to go back and make more. But that, to me, is the difference between a build looking real and not looking real. That 1 pixel right there. I know, I'm pedantic, I'm sorry. Just let me be me, okay? And then final step down, I think, and then we're into the more mined out part of the cave. So that's going to be the kind of walk, is you just this little short cave walk, which will turn into, it will look much prettier when it's done. I know it doesn't look like anything right now, it's just a shape. And then you'll get to the back here, and there'll be like a beam, like here maybe. Might even go in 2 directions, you never know. And then we'll do things like hang lanterns from the ceiling, and rather than just the torches, and we'll kind of get a sense for what this is going to be like. But here is where we're going to start digging. In fact, what I am going to do is here will be an elevator. So I'm thinking here, like a 3x3 elevator that will make look like an elevator. We'll have like a chain and then a little shaft all the way down. And then on this side, which is what we'll do today, is we'll have the stairs down. So there'll be stairs all the way down and then a lift shaft way of getting all the way down. And then what I'll probably do is have something like water at the bottom so I can just jump down. So that is where the lift will eventually be. Hi, child. Please be deceased. Sorry, Mum. Killed your child. Oh, a carrot, thank you. Are you far enough away for me to sleep? Just about. Burn! Look at him burn. Bye! Yeah. 3 arrows, nice. Right, grabbing the stairs from the chest so that we have a way up and down. Let's take the old oak logs as well. Right, now we've made the oak beams. Are they just a little bit too light? No, I think they'll work because they will stand out against the dirt a little bit more, because these don't really stand out. Maybe these will be used further down or just on our mill. But these work a little bit better with the mine, I think. Kind of works. It looks a little bit weird for now, but once we start going down in the mine and we start making it look a little bit more pretty, it will look much better. Just looking as we go through, thinking there should probably be like another beam, maybe an angle. That looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit more man-made. So this block should be y equals 60. So then we go 10 down, and then we know 60, 50, 40, 30, 12. You know what? 60, 50, 40, 30, 12. Good maths, good maths. 60, 50, 40, 30, 10. That's still not right. I can't count. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0, minus 10. Oh my god, I can do my 10 times table, I promise. It's just because I'm trying to think about what I'm saying while I'm recording. I'm sorry I can't count to 10. Right, between visits to the mine, I am gonna start furnacing a load of stone, because that is gonna be the main building block. And we also use it for decorating the mine itself as well. Making a mine look pretty is not my priority for this episode. Maybe it should be. Maybe that's what this episode should be. Because obviously my plan for everything is that everything looks nice as well as is usable. So that is 10 down. And then what I was thinking was we'll take a 3 space here. And then we'll mine this way for 3 blocks. And then go down again. 4 blocks, sorry. So we'll have a pillar will be here. So this is kind of what you get. You get your mine shaft elevator there, and then we'll drop down into this. And there'll be like a beam, and then you walk around this, and then you carry on going down. And then I'm going to do that all the way down past the deep slate. Right, I have spent just a couple of minutes going through all of the stuff and bringing all of the stuff over from the village and putting it in chests. So now we have some kind of storage system. It's just basic. We've got stone, we've got wood, we've got plantable stuff and food, we've got like gems and emeralds and, you know, precious items. We've got mob loot. We've got miscellaneous, and we've got a spare chest for additional. We don't need that chest. There we go. We're going to do a little bit more to the mine now, and then we're going to make it look really pretty. And then we're going to use something else that's part of this mod pack, which is like brackets. I don't really know what they're called. Supports. So it's really easy to make, but they look quite good. So if I make a few of those, and you can trim them a little bit as well. So let's make some supports. Let's make just under a stack, sorry. Let's make just under a stack of those. So if I put them here, you get this nice little support, but I can shear off the edges or not, and I can add edges to this side to make them look a little bit more like they do something substantial, which I think looks pretty good, actually. We'll probably put a button on the end, but if we put one on here like that, take off the top part, add the sides, same here, and it just encloses that space a little bit, makes it look a little bit more used. What are you doing near my base? You're kind of circling that sheep weirdly. That was like a weird sheep circling ritual. That was very strange. And today we have a new friend chilling in the canal, because apparently that canal is just a trap for animals. That's just how it works. So today it's the cow, and Black Beauty is still stood there, being all majestic, waiting for me to get that saddle so I can tame you. You know you want to be tamed. Right, how is that looking after we've slept? I think I like it. Maybe I'm just going to trim the panels off. Ironically, this mine is using up more of my resources than I'm actually getting from it, which isn't the point. Maybe it's too much of a contrast. Let's just grow a load of trees, right? One of you, and another one of you. Throw in some shria saplings over here. So I think what's wrong with it is the beams need to be light, and no, the beams need to be dark, and the supports need to be light. That's what I think's wrong with it. Just keep looking at it and thinking, I don't know if I like that. I don't think I do, but because I don't like it, and because we don't have the trees for it, we're going to go mining first, because otherwise we're just going to be waiting for trees to grow, and then we won't be able to mine the trees because we don't have any iron for the axes or whatever. And that's the situation that we're in at the moment. We're just kind of not really... Why? Yay. Hello, guys. I forgot to light that up. Wowzers. There we go. There we go. And back to mining we go. Hopefully we hit iron, because I think this diamond pickaxe is going to run out soon. We're going to have to do some of this with stone tools in a minute now, because I'm about to run out of iron again. Right. I do not want to break our first diamond pickaxe, so that is where we're going to have to leave it. We've only gone... What's this? 40... So 37? Why 37 is all we're down. We're not down very far at all, but that's how far we've done so far. And of course it's nighttime. And of course there's mobs everywhere. Okay. Let's get our fight on, I suppose. There we go. There we go. Reckon I can sleep before Creeper comes in and blows me up? Don't hurt me, creepers. Now, we do need some more iron. I have a plan. Some of the areas that we walked through to get to this location, specifically over in that direction, were mountains with exposed iron, which I probably should have picked up on the way here, but I didn't. So we're going to go and get some. We need more iron before I can continue that. I can't be mining with stone stuff now. It just takes too long. So let's go and head off in that direction. Right, first mountain is over there. I would prefer one without snow on it, or less snow on it, that's for sure. It doesn't look like there are any of those. They all are completely covered in snow. You know what? It's ugly, but I think I'm going to cobblestone my way over. Let's hope this gap is less than 60 blocks. I can't speed bridge. If you're expecting me to speed bridge here, it's not going to happen. Oh, this is hella ugly and now annoying to take down. Hopefully, we find iron. Hello, iron. Seems like a long way to come for a little bit of iron, this. But there's at least enough for a pickaxe. 2 pickaxes. There's no exposed iron. I thought there might be exposed iron. I guessed. My guess was wrong. I didn't bring a bed. Oh no, it's nighttime. No. Running from the mobs. Running from the mobs. I am singing because I'm scared. Running from the mobs. Yeah, yeah. Running from... Oh my god, a witch. Running from the mobs. Running from the mobs. Goodbye. Running from the mobs. Oh my god. Oh, there's so many. Oh my god. Hi, zombies. Ah. 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 Oh no. They're all surrounding my bridge. Please don't knock me off. 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 I think I'm just going to stay here in the middle of the bridge. That sounds like a good idea. It's safe here on the bridge. If I fall, I'm standing over land. I will die. I thought I was safe. Hopefully nothing spawns on the bridge, but it's safer here. I'm just going to stand here, right? Yeah? No. We are brave. I am brave. I am brave. Ah! I'm not brave. I'm not brave. Run away. Our home base is plagued. Oh, zombie hordes. Zombie hordes with zombie swords. This is not fair. And now there's more of you. Sword Zomble is down. Hi, Zomble. You've missed the party. Now you're dead. Yes. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh my god, I nearly died. I removed my shield. Why did I do that? That was close. That was close to death. Are we going to have to just kind of stand here all night? All night long, all night. Some may say, why didn't you just light up your base, Steak Bake, and then you wouldn't be in this kind of predicament, would you really? You'd have got home, and there'd have been nothing around you. You just wander over. But I'm not that clever. I've told you this. I'm not that clever. Right. Let's light it up. Light it up, up, light it up, light it up. We are fire. Right, so we got a little bit of iron from that excursion. That's why we were out. We got 7 iron, which is really not a lot at all, but it is enough for us to be carrying on with. 2 eggs. How many chickens? I think 0. I am wrong. 1 chicken. Hello, buddy. I kind of want to keep you now. I do have some fences to keep you in. Oh, I forgot to add, they do connect diagonally, which is quite cool. Yay! Give him a bit more room. There we go. We have a friend. Let's go. Right, I've thought of an idea, and it is both terrible and amazing at the same time. We mine out the elevator shaft, then we get down faster, and we get resources. We're doing it. We're doing it. If you've been watching Hermitcraft this season, they have decided that digging straight down is actually the best way to mine. So maybe I'm just being good at Minecraft, right? Come back to me when I've done, because this is going to take a while. We'll speed it. If nothing happens, then I'll just kind of dig down for a bit, but I'll pop back in whenever I find something useful. Okay? Oh, diamonds! Diamonds, 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 diamonds. We are not that low. Yay! So we just mined the first diamond ore. I did indeed. We do have the diamond achievement already. Ooh, there's amethyst geode. It is an amethyst geode. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's really cool. We're a good 20 blocks down. Minus 20 or so. Wasn't so much of a cave, but it has exposed some iron, which is great. And obviously, I am going to try and keep as much of the amethyst as possible. Can hear a skeleton, though, so there must be a cave around here somewhere. Under the dripstone. I kind of mine just in this direction in the hope we find a cave. I can kind of hear a skeleton in this direction. Okay, so we have. This is more like it. We should find diamonds here. There was also a creeper. Hello, buddy. Yeah, let's go. MLG. Oh, I'm going to lose my shield as well. That's not good. Let's just set up a little mini base in here to make sure we can make stuff when we need it. Furnace. I don't have anything to burn, though, do I? Let's make sure we've got, like, a stack of that on us. get rid of all of these potatoes. Well, not get rid, but harvest all these potatoes. That should be enough food for us for the foreseeable future, that's for sure. And let's also smelt up our iron, make sure we've got some more pickaxes. We can go on like a proper mining trip. That's what this has turned into now. Now that we found this cave, it's a proper mining trip. I am an impenetrable fortress, dual wield the shield. I'm also going to just make important things for the mine entrance. So, first things first, let's make a full stack of slabs. We also want to make some vertical slabs, make a full stack of those as well, and then also want to make the same in cobblestone and some mossy stone ones as well. We've got a nice little palette of blocks where we can kind of make the entrance look a little bit cooler. I think it would be better if it was a dark, wet-looking wood and then like new-looking fittings rather than new-looking planks and some dark, wet-looking fittings, if you know what I mean. So, first things first, I'm going to rip out one block all the way around, including the floor and the ceiling, and make this whole cave just a bit wider and a bit deeper so that we can kind of narrow it, make it look a little bit more natural. I think that's the play here. I think I want it very quickly to become stone in here. Let's get rid of this. And then we're going to start going through this cave. We'll remove all of these for now. So that's the entrance to the cave. And then the pillars will kind of pillar it off as we get in there. What we'll do is we'll make it mostly out of smooth stone and cobble. We'll just kind of piece our way around a sort of cave shape very carefully. Like, this is going to look kind of painstaking on the video, but it will make sense once we're on with it. Like, editing Steakbake here, and I'm going to jump in and out with some post commentary here over these clips of me making my mine, as it was a little bit too long to time lapse and a bit too many interruptions occurred as well. So I'll put a marker on screen when it is post commentary me. So first we collected some dark oak to make the beams, as the darker colour in the mines looks a bit like a wet wood, and I think that's a really cool effect. So we use those combined with the spruce supports to make the frames of the cave entrance. We were then mixing in stone slabs and vertical slabs to make the general shape of the cave itself, and I was trying to be very precise with my placement, so this took absolutely ages. However, while I was doing that, I was rudely interrupted. Back to live me. I think I'm just going to dot a few of these kind of pillars around as well, just to kind of make it look like... Hello? Hello? I heard, I was just describing my build, sir. But I am very eager to see you. Hello, buddy. Yay, mini blocks. What mini blocks have you got? Acacia log, terracotta we can do. Polished andesite we can do. Oh, we can definitely do dark oak planks. Oh my god, you have so many mini blocks. You're so good. Spruce log. Buddy, wait there. Right, so first things first, I need this one, this one. I want to collect as many of these as possible, so we need to find loads of you. And some more ferns. Why the heck not? That's the most villager trading I'm going to do unless another one of you turns up. And now we're just going to leave our friend here, and it's all going to be a happy day, okay? So we definitely left him alone and let him walk off. He has gone to trade with the villagers somewhere over there behind me. You know, just we definitely left him alone, and nothing bad happened to him. It was nice to see him go. Bye, villager, wandering trader. Please come back with more trades. It will be great. That's weird. I wonder where these leads came from. It's a shame they don't go on top of each other. But I understand why. They're reskin player heads, so it's a data pack, not a mod. It doesn't actually add... These aren't new blocks to the game, as it says down the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. They're just player heads that have been reskinned. Ah, but now they don't stack. Great! After the wandering trader had gone, I began to install these large beams into the cave itself to make it look like it was being held up and supported, and I worked on the deeper part of the cave near the steps, making it look more like a working mine. I then started to replace some of the entrance with stone, as well as the moss I'd placed there earlier didn't really look right, and I figured if it was a mine they would probably expose the stone before starting to dig into it. So I did that all the way around the entrance, and that was the general shape done in stone, and I then used the vertical slabs and the horizontal slabs to make the shape a little bit more interesting on the sides too. After that, I need to try some texturing, and I'm going to go into a creative testing world and talk to you a little bit about texturing. Creative testing world, Steakbake here, and I want to quickly talk to you about a skill I'm really trying to get better at, and that is texturing. Texturing a Minecraft build is so important, as we can go from something that looks okay to something that looks great just by adding a little bit more to the build. So most Minecraft builds start off a little bit like this, a large expanse of one color, and it makes them look quite boring to look at. So one way to improve them is by getting a block palette. And as you can see here, we have a transition from the lime green into the red wool. This is just for an example, really. I will show you an example of a better block palette later, but I'm going to use very bright colors to exaggerate what I mean. So we can take this block palette and texture the build with the other blocks. Most people do it a little bit like this, very basic texture, where you've randomly placed the most similar blocks to add something more interesting to look at. Nothing wrong with this at all, it looks good. Sometimes the more extreme end of the palette can look a little bit weird and stand out a little bit too much. For example, if I put the red in here, it just stands out a little bit too much, but it's certainly a great start, and you can take this much further. Most builders over the last few years have been using some gradient texturing. This is where you go from one end of your palette to the other, gradually across all the blocks in between. It can be used to make a building look much larger and draw the eye upwards, as well as making it look dirty at the bottom and cleaner at the top, or darker at the bottom and lighter at the top. It's certainly an impressive skill and normally looks better on huge builds. The bigger the build and the further you are away, the better it looks, but the effect can be lost a little bit on a smaller scale. The final way of texturing, and the one I think we will go for, is patchy texturing. This is where you take the extreme other end of your palette, place a few blocks in the middle, and then gradually blend it back into the original color. I think this works on both small and large scale builds and can really add something to an otherwise boring wall, making it look wet or sun bleached or even a shadow. It can be used to shade certain areas as well, and overall I think this is the one I'm going to try in the cave. Now let's show you how it looks on an actual block palette rather than the bright wool. So here is a standard stone block palette, stone into tough. And if you were doing some basic texturing, this is what it might look like. As you can see here, the tough stands out just a little bit too much. So I probably wouldn't go too far away from the original color. I'd stick it mostly into the stone palette, and this looks absolutely fine like this. This is a perfectly reasonable way of texture, but I just think if you're adding that little bit more skill to the build, you want to try something like the gradient texturing. On this smaller 7x7 wall, it doesn't quite have the right effect. I think if it was a massive build, it would certainly look really nice from afar, kind of blending up into that dark color, or I'd probably put the dark at the bottom and blend up into a lighter color. Then we have the patchy texturing, which looks like this, and I really think this retains the original block of a quite clearly a stone wall, but blends in that patch of color to make it more alive. And it even works on a smaller scale if you use less of the block palette. Like, it doesn't need to be used on such a large scale, but it can do. You can use it on a massive scale if you really want to. You can even be quite extreme about the block differences here. For example, here is two blocks that are not similar at all with stone and moss, and as long as you can find the middle ground, which is mossy cobblestone, you can still do the patchy texturing. So let's whip up some very simple patchy texturing, and as you can see, it still looks great. Even though we've gone from this very harsh green to the grey very, very quickly, you can still get that sense of the patch blending in to the main color. And that's why I'm going to use it on the cave. I also think it works at an angle and at various different angles as well, whereas perhaps the gradient doesn't really work quite as well. So that's what we're going to use, and that is a little mini tutorial on gradients and texturing, and I hope you find it helpful. I'm not a builder. Please take everything here with a pinch of salt and go and watch some proper builders do this kind of thing. However, hopefully this helps you understand where my mind is at, and this is something I'm really trying to get good at and trying to get better at in my builds to make them look more alive. So this is why we're going to be trying it on the series. So that is exactly what I spent the next few Minecraft days doing. Fitting the cave with patches of texture. On the left wall, we went for a cracked cobblestone texture, and then on the right, we went for that moss look that I was building in the creative testing world. I then replicated this further down the cave as well, and also over the floors and ceilings to make it look much cooler inside. I then headed outside as well to put a few patches around the entrance to really finish off the texturing of this overall build. And I think it looks really good. I genuinely think that looks really good. I'm not the best Minecraft builder, but I genuinely think a little bit of detail, plus the detail in the cave, plus the kind of cave structure that we've got going, it's not overly complicated. It's not ridiculously full of trapdoors and chains and things like that. It's quite a simple build, but I think it looks really good. Right, so now that we have done the cave for now, I'm going to head back down into the mine and take on that large cave, get it lit up as much as possible. The thing is, I don't really want to be running from skeletons in here, because that's how you die. That's how you get impaled to death. Make sure that we've got everything lit up so that mobs don't spawn here. And then we can really give this cave a... Ooh. A mine shaft. And some chains as well. That's cool. Let's also go and get the diamonds. Please be more than one. Please be more than one. Mine their first deep slate diamond, and it is more than one. Let's go. That's enough for another pickaxe, because we've got one at home. Right, we're in. Let's go for the diamond sword. Hopefully we find some more diamonds while we're down here. That's a dead end. Not like there's anything down here, there, does there? So more tough here, but still not really anything useful. What I would like to find is a saddle and some iron. Excellent. We found some iron. Good. I thought it was diamonds then. So that's another dead end, which means I'm quite happy to block it off and remove the torch. That's another dead end. Let's mine the redstone for XP. Don't really know where to go here, because it doesn't really feel like there's anywhere to go. It all feels like there's a lot of dead ends. Is this just a really small abandoned mine shaft, or is it like cut off? And then we'll head off deeper into these caves. We're probably going to go up here. Oh, there's iron up here. That's good. I do need more iron. And your full gold gear. Don't you look swaggerlicious? Right, let's head back with all of our stuff. We seem to have explored most of this cave. Now, there's the odd piece of iron around, but if we need it, we can always come back here. Now that we've got enough stuff to finish digging, we can get our mine fully up and running. Right, iron in here. Let's cook all that up. We didn't get really any coal, but that's not really much of a surprise. Another beautiful day by the hillside. Our iron is done, plus the 14 that we still need to smelt, which means we can finally make the full set. Iron boots, iron helmet. Let's put it on. Badoosh and badoosh. We're fully ironed up. Let's go. We can make iron tools as well. Holy hell. We've actually made some progress. Who would have thought it? Not me. Look at all my iron tools and my diamond sword. Yeah. I see you guys. Oh, you can't really be killed. You know what? Let's just get your mates to kill you. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Your poor little friend. Oh, you're hurting your friend. Unlucky lads. Come on. Yes, that's right, losers. You fools. You played right into my plan. You killed your friend too. Oh no, my shield. Hi. He looks so angry. Look at those eyebrows. Those are attack eyebrows. Yeah, that's right. The loser squadron is down, and I even got their flag. And I only had to kill 2 of them. I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took 2 arrows to the head, 1 to the hand, and 1 to the back of the ankle. Okay, back down into the mine. We're going to finish off both the mine shaft and the staircase down. Then we've got a mine properly up and running. We've got a cave that looks cool, and this episode will probably just be that. So we're going to end this episode with still no house, but that's how I roll. Diamonds! There we go. Thank goodness. I did think this was going to yield us nothing, but it looks like it's going to yield us a fair few. Hopefully we can get an enchanter now. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a proper diamond vein. Let's go. 7 diamonds from 1 vein. That's nearly the maximum. Oh, I hear you. I hear him. I hear him. He's back again. Hello, buddy. Welcome back. 2 in 1 episode. Oh my god. I can't do any of these, bro. We can do spruce log, but I think we already have that. Say, if you want to be if you want to be executed by sword. No, not that, not that. There we go. He's got it. He made the noise, and I spared him, definitely. And Islam. I spared them all. Right, so the final task of today's episode is to finish the steps down to the mine, as well as the shaft. And also, I'm going to build a little elevator shaft-looking thing. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but it means I probably have to make some chains. 2 more out of it. There we go. 16 of them. 18 lanterns. We can definitely make that work as kind of decoration. I also need the glowberries. Maybe even have a little bit of minecart rail outside or just inside. Right, so if I put a grindstone up here, like so, and then attach some big chain to it, that looks like a pulley. And then we can have some kind of elevator ready for us right here. I've got a little minecart set up just here that I've just quickly made. I like it. Copper, we did have some already smelted up. So then we want cut copper block. We want this to weather a little bit as well. We want it to weather once. In here, granite. These slabs is what I want. So it's these. So I need 9 of these. So you'll see that these mossy granite slabs look a lot like the second stage of weathering on copper. So they kind of match the look. So that's the kind of shape that we're going for with our elevator. You can see what I'm going for here. Once these are weathered to the next stage of weathering, I think this will look really good. Those there like that. And you get this little elevator. Do you not think this elevator looks quite cool? So if we just cover this wall in vertical slabs, it makes the wall look 3 wide, but still have a gap between the elevator and the edges. It just looks like it's hovering there in place in the chain. I think that's going to look really good. And it's also going to be functional as somewhere that you can genuinely just drop down. I'm going to remove this and you can drop down all the way down the mine shaft if you want to, and I'll probably put water directly under it. We now need to finish digging out these stairs all the way down to bedrock, a kind of way to walk up and down the mines, and then I think we're done for this episode. I think that's all we need to do this episode. So it's time to go into a bit of a time lapse where you see me dig all the way down. Are you ready? Let's go! Right, we have completely finished our mine system. I think this looks really cool. We've done a little bit of decorating around the outside, added some moss and things like that to make it look cool. The grass just kind of curves it off to make it almost look like this has been cut away into the side of the hillside, which is what I was kind of going for. I think it looks really cool. The little lanterns here and there to look in, but shall we go and look inside? So as we come in, you can see we've got a little bit of merging into the landscape here. We've got some andesite and stuff to kind of blend in the rocks. I'll remove the heads-up display so that you can kind of see what's happening. I've got these large structure which we've had from the start with the lanterns. I added some glowberry vines to make it look a little bit more overgrown. Just there, that's the only place I've done it, just to make it look a little bit more interesting as you walk into the cave. Plus, if a glowberry grows on it, then it's a little bit extra light, isn't it? And we've got the lanterns at the top, and then we've got these large structures with the supports making it look like it's held up. Continued texturing on the wall, a little bit more moss. Here we've got a cute little minecart set up, so it looks like it's going down underground to kind of support the staircase down here, which you just saw the time lapse of, which obviously that took me goodness knows how long, ages. And then we've got this really cute little elevator down. You can see the chain, you can see the lamp. Eventually it will weather into this color. I'm going to wax it once it's the color in the middle, because then it will match this kind of granite mossy wall at the bottom. And also you can get down if you want by jumping to your doom. It should stop you at the bottom. I actually don't know if half slab of water stops you. I think it does. It's not something I've ever tried. So let's test our little trapdoor system and see whether we plunge to our death or whether it is a good fall. Are we ready? Ah! Yay, we didn't die. Nice one. Excellent. I am glad. And as you can see, we're at the bottom of the staircase, and we can just take the staircase up. It's probably just as fast as a ladder, but as you can see, I've kind of structured every single floor. Every single floor is 10. This is the only one that isn't 10 because it's minus 58. But then this one is minus 50. This one's minus 40. You kind of get the idea, and I've put these structures to kind of make it look like it's been built a long time, and it's lit up well with the little lanterns. Not only that, the deep slate is only deep slate and tough, and the stone is only stone and andesite. I went through and replaced every single little bit of granite and diorite and gravel so that it's smooth stone as well. I know that's a lot of effort just for a staircase, but it was something I needed to do. And as you can see, it's just the granite, so it's all going to look stone colored, which I think looks really cool. And there we go. That's what we've done with this episode. There is a couple of things I still want to do. So just for a tiny little bit of extra ambiance, so what I'm going to do is remove this and then remove the block above it, put a bucket of water in, and then put the stone back underneath. And it should, if it doesn't wash away all my torches and stuff, it should drip. And I just think that's a nice little touch to make it. Yeah, there we go. Look, the little drip comes down. It just makes it look a little bit more like a mine, like a natural cave. I think that's just a tiny little touch. It doesn't really do anything, doesn't mean anything to the build, but I just think those kind of little touches, the little bit of ambiance that you get from doing that kind of thing, ambiance, however you want to say it. And if we go there and then there, it should do the same thing. Should drip down. Maybe it doesn't drip through half. Oh, no, it does. Good. There's the drip. Perfect. I think I signal this cave complete. So that is all we have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and a subscription, and any feedback in the comments as always. I know it's a long video and it took me ages to edit, but if you stuck around to the end, you're a real legend. I'll try and get episode 3 out a bit quicker. So again, thank you for watching, and remember, be kind to one another. Bye-bye!